and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vicki Chats podcast. I have a very special guest in the studio with me today. Trent Hunter is a proud veteran of the Iowa Army and Air National Guard, serving his state and nation for over 2 decades. He began his military career with the Iowa Army National Guard from 1996 to 2004 as a member of Headquarters Company, 133rd Infantry, before continuing his service with the Iowa Air National Guard from 2009 to 2025 in the 133rd Test Squadron, where he achieved the rank of Technical Sergeant. Throughout his military career, Trent completed extensive training across multiple disciplines, including mechanical and logistical operations through basic training, and advanced individual training as light-wheeled mechanic at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and as an automated logistical specialist, 92A, at Fort Lee, Virginia. He also earned his heavy equipment recovery under H8 certification at Camp Ripley, Minnesota. In the Air Force, he trained in radio frequency transmission systems at Keesler Air Force Base and served on Iowa's Joint Incident Site Communications Capability Team, supporting official communications during emergency response operations. His service includes key operational experiences such as supporting the Iowa flood response in 1999, contributing to counterdrug operations in partnership with the Waterloo Army Aviation Support Facility, and deploying in support of Operation Inherent Resolve from 2017 to 2018. Beyond his military service, Trent is a graduate of Upper Iowa University with a degree in marketing. He serves as a training coordinator at Hawkeye Community College and is the co-owner of TnK Health and Nutrition. He is a past president of the Exchange Club of Waterloo, helped launch the Veterans Way banner program, and currently serves as president-elect for the Lakes Prairies District of the National Exchange Club. He also serves on the boards of the Salvation Army and Americans for Independent Living. Whether he's helping veterans find employment, supporting individuals re-entering the workforce, or leading community initiatives, Trent is driven by one simple idea: helping people move forward.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yes, my pleasure.
That's a lot.
That's very
That's
much a lot,
yes.
And I am very honored to have you in the
Thank
studio.
you.
Thank you
very much.
So tell me, for listeners and viewers who are just hearing about it, what exactly is Red, White, and Blue and Black Hawk County America 250 Field of Honor, and how does it tie into America's 250th anniversary?
So Red, White, and Blue is the new name for the Waterloo's fireworks.
Yay!
And yes, it used to be the mayor's fireworks for years, and now they've coined it Red, White, and Blue.
I love that.
Oh, and it's going to be fantastic. 250th anniversary of our country, and to be able to put on this fireworks on the 3rd.
Right.
So you're going to get a whole weekend's worth of entertainment, because
Exactly.
if the fireworks is happening on the 3rd here, how many places are going to have them on the 4th?
Right.
So you're going to be able to see fireworks throughout the weekend.
There you go.
But the America 250 and Black Hawk County's putting on the America 250 with Exchange Clubs of Black Hawk County, along with Americans for Independent Living.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be 1,776 flags. They're not small little flags or nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they are 3 foot by 5 foot, your traditional flag that you'd be flying. We're going to have 1,776 of them in Sailor and Soldiers Park by Veterans Memorial Hall, down 4th and 5th Street, in the Vietnam Memorial area where that park is there. And then we're also going to have them on the roof of the parking ramp. We'll have a few up there just so people can see it while they're driving by on the highway.
Oh my gosh.
So it'll be big.
That's so exciting. So Waterloo already has a strong 4th of July tradition. How is the 2026 Red, White, and Blue and Black Hawk County America 250 Field of Honor celebration going to be elevated for this milestone year?
So our fireworks have been great in the Cedar Valley. I mean, it doesn't matter, Cedar Falls, Waterloo, Hudson, it doesn't matter. We celebrate.
Yes, we do.
The 4th of July. This year, though, we are with the 1,776 flags that we're going to be displaying. It is just going to be phenomenal. So on July 3rd, we'll be having those flags up, and then you switch over to the amphitheater, and you'll have your fireworks, but there's entertainment beforehand. There's food trucks. There could be some adult beverages too.
Yeah, there could be.
There could be, but there'll be a way to celebrate, and that whole time it's the America 250. And I mean, I don't remember. But I look at coins and I see 1976 and 1776 to 1976 in the bicentennial and how big of a deal it was. I mean, we've seen cars, we've seen everything they could coin, you know, like not only the quarter, but it was 1776 to 1976.
Yes.
And growing up, I'd see that and this is cool. This is cool. I wanted to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's 250 years. It's even longer. It's a bigger deal to me. And so we wanted to put that on.
Oh, I love that so much. So what can people expect when they come downtown for Red, White, and Blue Black Hawk County America 250 Field of Honor celebration?
So you're going to come downtown. So if you start on the 3rd, you're going to come down. We're still trying to figure out if we're going to be doing a procession of flags on the 3rd. And then we'll bring them into the Veterans Memorial Hall location where the Soldiers and Sailors Park is. But if we bring them down and do this procession, and then we will have the whole celebration start there. And then we will ask you to move over to the amphitheater where we'll have live entertainment.
Sweet.
The food trucks, everything in that area. And then, of course, around 9 p.m., the fireworks will start going off, and we will celebrate until about 10, and then we will continue the America 250 Field of Honor all the way up until July 5th. So they will be up throughout the weekend.
Yay! So how important is that big community gathering, the music, the food, the fireworks and flags, and bringing people together?
You know, we know it's a traumatic time in the United States right now.
Yes.
We've got several things going on, one being major, and because of that, we need to come together. We need a reason, right? We more now than ever. So that is huge. I mean, our great experiment is happening. It's 250 years strong, and we need to celebrate that and move forward.
Exactly. So can you walk us through the America 250 Field of Honor experience and what it meant for Waterloo and Black Hawk County?
So I will say it this way. We've done it 3 times in the past where we put either a healing field or a field of honor downtown Waterloo. That is such a huge impact. We've dedicated each one of the flags to a fallen member of the military that has died in action. And this year we'd like to try to do that, but also add in the first responder aspect of it, because it is such a need. I mean, we need this in our community. We need to celebrate those who have lost their lives, those local heroes that's been over and done more than they needed to. So.
Right. And so what can families look forward to at the America 250 Field of Honor celebration event?
So not only is it just the display itself, the display looks as if it's a military cemetery. You'll have a flag instead of a headstone. Each one of those flags, if you start walking, you'll see them in a row, and then you'll see them in a row, and then you'll see them in a row, and then you'll see. I mean, it's just a huge impact that you see while you're walking. But that is moving along with the fact that it's just patriotic as all be out. I mean, you get out, you have 1,776 flags, and they're all flying around you. So it's huge. We'll have we're working with the Grout Museum and a couple of educators to try to do an educational piece as well. We will have. There's been 26. There's been a few more, but realistically, 26 flags that's flown as the United States flag. From the British Jack to all the way till now to the 50 stars and bars. So we will have each one of those flags up as a presentation as well, along with
cool.
a large constitution, so you can actually read it and go through it if you'd like. It'll be really, really nice.
Oh, so. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So the Veterans Way banner program, such a visual tribute. And does that project, what does it mean to you personally?
Personally, like I said, from 1776 to 1976 and how that was really impactful for our country. And now it's 2026 and it's a 250th anniversary. And we've got this opportunity to do the same kind of thing, but in a bigger statement. I mean, plus, if you look at our community, the state of Iowa, it's a monumental year as well, but you and I 150 years. You've got Hawkeye at 60 years, and so you've got this. It's a very special year, and we need to make sure that we're all putting something together on that.
Exactly. So how does the Exchange Clubs of Waterloo, Sunrise, and Cedar Falls help shape and support all of these efforts?
So they have done it in years past and they've done 3 where we put these flags up, and it takes a literal army to do this. And so we have put all these flags together and put them up in years past, but this year we needed more help yet. So not being said on there, but AFIL, Americans for Independent Living, has joined forces with us as well.
Wonderful.
Yes,
I love it.
We're utilizing their facility to put the flags together. I mean, 1,776 flags where you have to actually put them on the pole, put the gold topper on, get them all done. It's almost like an assembly line that you're doing for these 1,776 flags. So that alone takes a bunch of volunteers. But then when we go to put them up, we have VJ Engineering and AECom doing civil engineer work, and they're laying it all out where each flag, each flag's going to be in their proper location. And then we need people to pound stakes. So we got rebar that goes in the ground. They're about 2.5 foot long. We stick them in the ground about 1 foot, and we have to lay this out. So close to 1,776 rebars that are going in the ground that we have to pound in the ground. So, I mean, it's going to take a huge undertaking to get all that done. But honestly, it'll be great once it's done. Like you asked, I mean, it takes a lot to get this to go. And it's not just the exchange clubs, but it's also the community, and they can get involved as well.
Oh, I love that so much. So when everything is said and done, what kind of legacy do you hope Red, White, and Blue and Black Hawk County America 250 Field of Honor celebration leaves for Waterloo?
You know, currently I've been reaching out to not only America250.org for the government side, but the state has Iowa 250, and it's just this awesome committee of people that have came together through the governor putting this task force together, and it's phenomenal. So I told them, hey, this is what we're doing in Black Hawk County, and they were absolutely amazed that this is happening here in Waterloo.
Yes, I love that.
And so you're going to see things throughout the state. Living History Farms is putting on something.
Ooh, I love that.
Exactly. And then this year's state fair is dedicated to America 250.
Wonderful.
So we are now a big portion of this, and so it's going to be impactful now and into the future. So we've got we're going to have drone footage going on. We've got some other things happening, and it's going to be amazing. We'll have it out and about for years to come. So.
I love it. So some personal questions. So you've been described as someone deeply committed to service. Where does that drive come from?
That drive actually comes from probably my mom. My mom, I always called her my mom, the volunteer freak. And so she would do things. it was kind of amazing. I was in Boy Scouts. I did everything. I don't have any sisters, so she joined the Girl Scouts to help with the Girl Scout cookies, to do that along with doing stuff with the Boy Scouts. I mean, honestly, she was out doing whatever she could whenever she could, and I would tag along whenever, and it just kind of melted into me, I guess, to be a volunteer
beautiful.
as much as I can.
It.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So what does it mean to you personally, Trent, to help lead something as meaningful as a community-wide celebration?
So it's when this came to be, I didn't want it to be about me at all.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's about this. I didn't even want to be the lead of it.
Yeah.
But somebody had to. Somebody had to drive this. About a year and a half ago, we got the idea to do this, and we've been talking about it ever since. And now that it's come up to this time, it's been great. I was talking to Mayor Hart before, and then when Mayor Bozen won, we reset to Mayor Bozen, and I gotta say, both of them have been phenomenal to make this thing a reality in downtown Waterloo. So thank you both. But that being said, it's just makes me so excited to talk about it. If you can't tell how much energy I have for this, but yet when I go to talk about it to somebody and they just say, "What? You're gonna put up 1,776 flags, and then there's gonna be a fireworks and everything else that's happening as well, and this is all happening where? I mean, this is gonna be great." So it's really cool to see, not only for myself, but the excitement of everybody that I talk to.
Exactly. So how did growing up in Waterloo shape your sense of community and pride in your hometown?
So, I have a love for Waterloo. There for a while, people called me, like True Blue Waterloo. You know, it's right here. And we look at Waterloo. I myself tried to leave Waterloo for a little bit. I went down the Cedar Rapids, went to Des Moines, came back. I'm a boomerang child. I'm coming back, and we see that, and now I have two kids, and it is a great place to raise your family, and to get involved in. We're not a big city, but we are. You know, it's not, we're not your small town 5,000 people.
Right.
We're pretty strong population here, and it's great to see. You know, you go out and about and you see people, you know, and you're doing it, but yet it's big enough where you got things to do as well. So it's great.
And at just 21 years of age, you're managing the 5 Sullivan Brothers Convention Center. How did that experience prepare you for leadership roles like this one?
Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, I got hired on there when I was 19 and started running it pretty much right away. So here I am, under 21 years old, and I'm buying more liquor and beer than anybody. It was amazing. So,
oh my gosh.
But no, running that is like a huge project management, nonstop, because you're switching things over, you're doing things at the time, and I assume now you could have 5 weddings on in one weekend. You could have something in X Hall, upstairs, and 2 locations, and downstairs, and it just was a lot.
Yes.
And being as young as I was, it just kind of put me in a place where I had to learn and I had to do it. And so I started learning how I could take something, as so many things going on, so many things need to be changed, food out, reset for breaks and everything else. And there's so much that's happening, and you just can make it happen, and just bring in a great group of people to get it done. And you're just kind of the leader of it all. You're the puppet master to make this thing happen.
You go, puppet master. Yeah. So how has your service in the Iowa Army and Air National Guard influenced your views on events like America 250?
Oh, yeah, huge. So being in the military alone, you usually, you can go in and you have this true patriotic feel. You're doing this, you might have went in to say, hey, I'm just going to do this for a few years to get my college paid for.
Right.
You might be doing it for a few years to get a little extra money on the weekends that you work. It could be health care driven, where you can get some health care for a cheaper rate, whatever that might be. But realistically, at the end of it, you're doing it for that patch on your shoulder, the U.S. the U.S. flag that's flying, and you're feeling that, and you're doing these things, and you're being a part of something that is huge, and you're just a cog in this huge machine that's making things happen. And it's just wild that if that cog breaks down, or if that cog does something, how it does affect the machine. And you realize that, and you start getting a more well-rounded idea of how America in the military it comes together and it works. So
yes. So you work closely with people trying to rebuild their lives. How does that perspective shape the way you see community events like Red, White, and Blue and Blackhawk County America 250 Field of Honor celebration?
So we all fall in hard times, and that's for sure. And the country is right now, I mean, we're in war. We're doing things that out there that it's just really, really difficult. So how do we do this? So when you ask that, how do I work with people trying to rebuild their lives? Well, it's rebuilding more than just their lives. It's rebuilding the whole city, rebuilding that fabric that brings us all together, because we have been separated for whatever reason. It could be red, blue. It could be a black, white situation. And realistically, we're all one. We're all Americans, and we all need to know that we are here to do it. So
exactly. So with everything you're involved in, what keeps you motivated and energized?
What keeps me motivated is probably, honestly, it's my wife, it's my family.
Sweet.
I
love that.
It's me looking at it as what is my kids going to see if in years past, like let's say 10, 15 years, and what is this going to mean to them in those years? And I just want them to realize, as well as everybody in the Cedar Valley, that we are doing this, everybody's doing this to better themselves, better the community, and then make it so we have a greater outcome coming forward. So
I love that. So project yourself into July 3rd.
Okay.
When you're standing there watching the fireworks, what goes through your mind?
A lot of emotions, especially you see the troops finally coming home in our area, and you start realizing what they went through, because I mean, I didn't have that difficulty while I was deployed, but I see it and I understand it. I understand it 100%.
Yes.
And then you start feeling, from George Washington crossing the Delaware to what we're doing now, and how in 250 years how much has changed in our country and the world. And then it just to me, I get all goosebumpy inside. It just is like emotion driven, and I love it. I love it. I really do. So
beautiful. So looking ahead, what do you hope people remember? Not just the 250th celebration, but about Waterloo as a community.
Waterloo has had their struggles, and Blackhawk County has in general. And I want there to be this celebration to be more of a togetherness than ever. Look, we're a melting pot of immigration. White, black, Bosnian, now Micronesia. I mean, you name it. We are just this mutt of people. And I love it. I mean, my wife's from Uganda. And that Ugandan, I mean, I love it that I can say my kids can wear a shirt that says I'm Uganda
Yes.
or whatever. And it's like they have pride for what they are, just like Irish Fest and me. I mean, I was on the Irish Fest board for about 8-9 years.
Yes.
And that is huge to me. So it's the Irish, it's everything. And we are just this huge melting pot in the community. And we need to celebrate that. We don't need to bring that down. We definitely need to elevate that. So if it doesn't matter if you're black, white, whatever, go to the Irish Fest, go to the Bosnian celebrations, go to any kind of celebration, get that real feel of how other cultures do things and enjoy it and love it.
Exactly.
And I really truly believe, yes, 250 years of this country, but guess what? We're all immigrants that came overseas from whatever. I mean, if you're native, that's great. Yes. I love it. And I mean, I have it in my family as well, but just bringing those people in and just know that this is a huge experiment that has been going great.
Right.
So,
exactly.
So it's awesome. It's awesome.
Any closing thoughts?
For me, I just want the city, the community, Cedar Valley, whatever way you look at it, let's just love on each other in a way that we can't just be friends.
Right.
Talk to each other.
Yes.
Have these communications. Be that area where we can talk and just take out our differences in ways that are far, far better. So
amen.
I love it. And I thank you. Thank you, Vicki, for doing this. This is great. You've been doing awesome. I appreciate it.
It's an honor to have you here. Yes, will you come back again?
You name it. I'll be
back. Yes, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you obviously before then, but can't wait to see you July 3rd for Red, White, and Blue.
Yep, July 3rd through the 5th.
Through the 5th.
So Red, White, and Blue is the 3rd, and then the Field of Honor is all through the 5th.
There you go. Perfect. 3rd through the 5th. See you there. Be there.
Yes,
or be square.
There. Exactly. Thank you.
Yes.